Good evening, everybody, from Millersburg High School. Tonight, the Trojans have traveled down here to the reservation of these rough and tough Millersburg Indians, and we're going to see how they fare out here this afternoon. It's really almost an afternoon ball game because of the 7 o'clock start. The sun is out pretty brightly yet, and we're going to play at least nearly half of this ball game in natural light tonight, I believe, here as the captains meet out there in the center of the field for the opening toss of tonight's ball game. It is a beautiful, beautiful night. I'm not exactly sure what the temperature is outside right now, but it has got to be just a really, really gorgeous evening for football, or for anything for that matter. And you see the captains meeting out here now. And we have the names and numbers of both squads, so we'll pick them up slowly but surely as we go along here tonight. The field is in excellent condition here for this opening Twin Valley Conference ball game, as the referee will indicate to us that Millersburg has deferred until the second half. So they will kick off to the Trojans and give the Trojans an opportunity to go on offense for the first time in the ball game tonight. So let's see if UD can crank up the offense. They had plenty of it last week, and let's hope they saved a little bit for these Indians tonight, because last week we had a 55-0 ball game, if you recall, and tonight's going to be just a little bit tougher, I do believe. So we'll have the opening kickoff coming up here following the national anthem. Be right back. You see the starting time there, and that is the official time here now. It's 6:57, so we'll get this kickoff going right at the appointed hour of 7 o'clock. And for the Trojans, we have number 8. Jim Savage, number 3 on the far side of the field. Kevin Motter, number 8 on the near side of the field for UDA. These guys had a pretty easy time of it last week against those Beavers from over there at Lebanon Catholic. But tonight, probably a little different story. The lights are on now here at the stadium as we begin the football game, but the sun is going to be in the eyes of the receivers here. There's no question about it. As the opening kick comes down kind of the middle of the field, it's going to be taken out here by Kevin Motter. And Kevin up the middle of the field with a good run, still on his feet and still going, and all the way out here to the 45-yard line. An excellent run back there by that Kevin Motter. So he gets his Trojans into excellent field position for the first play from scrimmage now for the ball team, as Faust will come into the lineup as the quarterback, and he will be calling signals back there for Zach the Ripper Smells, number 34, lines up at the fullback spot, and he'll be the single setback on this opening play of the ball game. Faust hands it off. Up the middle goes Zach Smeltz, and Zach rips ahead for about 4 yards, getting it out to the 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Actually picked up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The announcer is correct. 2nd down, 7 now, looking at UD. Bo Laudenschlager along with Lucas flank out on the near side of the field. In the slot over here is Motter, Kevin Motter. Back to pass goes Faust. Gets pretty good protection. Fires one down this side over here. It's going to be incomplete. Intended probably for either Lucas or Model. It's a little bit hard to tell. It was in their area. So it'll be 3rd and 7. 7 now from the 47-yard line of UDA. In the I formation they go now this time, as they'll roll back looking to throw again. Dumps one on the near side over here. It is going to be incomplete. Lucas, the intended receiver that time, but Jared not too close to him that time and out of bounds, and so it'll bring up a 4th down. So the Trojans, who scored on their very first play from scrimmage last week, find themselves in a punting situation here now in the early going. Dropping back to punt will be Lucas. He will do the punting, so we'll see if he can get a good one off here. Chuck Ford back to receive the punt for Millersburg. Good snap, and the punt is off, and it's going to bounce around down here and go over on the far side. And it's going to be downed over there by UDA, as they will down it at the looks like the 18-yard line. Hassinger downing it over there for UD. So the Millersburg will go on offense for the first time in the ball game. The ball is dropped, and it is fallen upon by the quarterback back there. We'll get some names here in a moment. So disaster averted there on by Millersburg on that first play as they mishandled the snap, but they fell on it. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. 12 play now from about the 18. UB hands this one off, coming over this side for a couple of good yards is Chuck Ford. He dives out over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Picked up about 3 or 4 on the play. He'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 8. 3rd and 7, they say. Well, that's, well, you can judge it here. Is that 2 yards there or 3? Well, maybe 3. Okay, 3rd and 7. Trojans need to get some good line play tonight against these Millersburg Indians. The Indians can run, and they can create some holes, perhaps. They came off a loss last week. I'll find out what the score was again here, but it's a 3rd and 8 now. Big play here for UD defense. Full quarterback again loses the football, and I'm not sure whether he recovered it or who's got it, but at any rate, it's going to be a 4th down now as UD, with taking advantage of the 2 missed snaps here now, have the Millersburg pin back here at their own 21-yard line, and a punting situation coming up for the Millersburg Indians. 52 looking to kick this back to Lucas, who is back by himself to receive this punt. Good snap, and a punt is just about up in the air. They're gonna throw a flag on UD for a roughing the kicker penalty. It would appear to be, but it looked like the Trojans might have got a piece of that. So I'm not sure how this one's gonna go, but it's gonna be roughing the kicker against UD. So, boy, the Trojans putting a good rush on in there, and just about the time he got it off, somebody did bump into him, but man, he almost made the block on it. So, big break for Millersburg now, as that'll bring the ball out to the near the 35 or so yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Actually, that's not even near the 35. It's closer to the 41. It's out to the 41-yard line now of Millersburg. 36-yard line, make it. 1st and 10 from the Millersburg 36. Handoff and going over the left side there, and boy, Ford can get nothing out of that as he is stopped in there almost immediately by a whole bunch of Trojans. Bueller's in on that one, along with 32, 77 Barter, that's who it was. Not much on that. Matter of fact, they lost about a half a yard. It'll be 2nd down 11. Good stuff that time as Charlie Ford trying to get her going over there and just couldn't get it moving. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. Single set in the backfield. He gets the football, and the ball comes off again, and the handoff, and man, as he met in there immediately. Again, we had Bueller in there along with Barter and the number 59. I think that's oh, I got to get my pad out here. And about 11 or just about 12 maybe. Quarterback wants to throw this one. He's looking downfield, fires one down. That way he's got a man out there, and it's complete for a touchdown, I believe. It is going to be in all the way. Touchdown. A big 3rd down and about 12 play. Goes for about 60 yards or something like that. I'm not sure, but a big pass play from Helt to Farster, I think it was. And the Trojans get stung early here now as they had them on a big 3rd down and long play. And it ends up becoming a Millersburg touchdown. So the Indians on the scoreboard. 7:24 remaining here in the first quarter. And Millersburg looking for an extra point. So I'll tell you, that kid just caught that. You could see he reached real high up to get that one. And was able to bring it in and then outrace about 2 or 3 Trojans back there. Here's the kick. The kick is good. So we've got 7:24 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Millersburg. Back with the Millersburg kickoff in just a moment. Kickoff again for the 2nd time here in the early going of this football game. Savage and Motter back to receive the punt, or the kick rather, for UD. And we'll see if we can get a good run back. Got a fine run back last time there. Brought it out to about the 40-some-odd yard line. Here's the kick right down over here. It's going to come to Motter again. Kevin's got it. Kevin heads upfield with it. Still on his feet. Look out. Breaks some tackles. Needs a couple of blocks. He's going down the field here. He gets a good block. And he is dumped out here at the 30-yard line. But another great run back for Kevin Motter. Very exciting run back for Kevin. And boy, I'll tell you, Kevin has gotten the Trojans excellent field position the first time, even more excellent this time now as the Trojans have the ball on the 31-yard line of Millersburg. 1st and 10. What a run back. Not just about a breaker that time. Wow. Zach the Ripper, 34. Zach at the fullback position. And Savage behind him. Jim will get the call this time. Cuts it over the left side over here. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Breaks another tackle down inside the 10 or around the 10. Martz knocks him out of bounds, but another fine run that time by that Jim Savage all the way down to the 11-yard line. It'll be short of the 10, and so it'll be 1st and 10 for UD, but right at about the 10.5-yard line, something like that. Some good blocking that time for Jim Savage, and he made his way along the left side of that Trojan offensive line, right side of that Millersburg defensive line. Here's the pitch again. Savage is going to try the right side. Gets a good block out there from Lucas, but then he's going to try to turn it here, and he'll get down inside the 10, probably to around the 8-yard line, something like that. It'll be a 1st and goal for UD. Or no, it won't. Second and goal. From about the 8-yard line. 2nd and 8. Mm-hmm. Same set now. No, they don't. Yes, they do. Same set in the backfield. And this time it's going to be pass. Faust firing one over this way is incomplete. A flag is thrown as thrown out there for Lucas, but Lucas is held up in the end zone, and they're going to throw a flag on this, and this should be probably pass interference on Millersburg. We'll see what they say here. Interference is the call on the Indians, and so that'll march them halfway, I would believe, to the goal line. Half the distance will take them all the way down to the 4-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 1st and goal from the 4. So there we go, on a 1st and goal from the 4. Good to see the Trojans drive this one in here now if we can on this play. Get right back in this one. Faust wants to throw it, dumps it over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Lucas, but defended out there by number 11 of Millersburg. And we got a 2nd and goal call coming up here now for UD. Trojans call the first time out of the ball game. UDA will call time, and we'll be right back with 6:48 remaining here in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Millersburg, but UD looking to tie this thing up. Is over, and we'll see if they got everything arranged now for a TD. 2nd and goal from the 3, the announcer keeps saying. It looks more like the 4 from here, but we'll see. At any rate, we want to just get 3 or 4 and get in there. All right, they'll set it up back here for a run over the left side. Pitches over this way. Savage has it. Savage is going to try the left side over here and dives down to about the 3, only about a yard on that play. So Trojans looking at a 3rd and goal now from the 3. So UD got to be able to punch this one in here now. Faust jogging back to the lineup, getting his information from the sidelines. Need a little line blocking out there. Bueller's out there. Cummins. Let's see if somebody can open up a hole on a 3rd down and goal. This time it's going to be Zach the Ripper Smelts, and the Ripper gets down to about the 2, but it'll be 4th down and goal now. So good stop in there by the Millersburg defensive line. And they have stymied the Trojans here in 3 consecutive tries. So we've got a 4th and goal now. So it's do or die. Yeah. Looks like it's Smith, 23, and Kevin Motter returning to the lineup for UD. And now a little bit of confusion out there now as I think some people are not exactly sure where they're going. Smith will switch sides, and then timeout is going to be called by Faust as things were a little befuddled out there, and a lot of ball players looked like they didn't know exactly what they were doing. And so Faust alertly calls timeout, but uses the second Trojan timeout here in the very first quarter. We've got 5.5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 1. Big 4th down play coming up. Over in UD looking for that big 3-yard or 2-yard play, whatever it might be. A little difficult to tell from here, but here we go. We'll find out in a second. It's going to be Faust rolling, throwing. It is complete for a touchdown. Hanging on to it is Kevin Motter. And Trojans have pit pay there. It is 7-6 as Kevin Motter comes in there and makes a good grab. And you can see Kevin really protecting that football as he was hit out there after making the reception. So excellent job there by that Kevin Motter, number 8 right there. And he has given the Trojans a chance to tie up this ball game now. And trying to do that will be Jimmy Savage, and we'll see how Jim makes out. He was, I think he kicked about 6 or 7 last week against the people from Lebanon, but the kick is good, and so we've got a 7-7 ball game going now as Jimmy Savage makes the extra point. Good. We'll be back with the UDA kickoff in just a moment. 4 seconds remaining here in quarter 1, all tied up at 7. Ready to kick off here for UDA now for the first time tonight. The Trojans get a chance to kick it off. Boy, Jason had been kicking some nice long shots last week against Lebanon Catholic. And we'll see what he does with this one. Here's a nice kick going over on the middle here for number 8. Mosser runs it up the middle. He's breaking a lot of tackles. Going to be ridden down finally out here by Henninger, the tackler, as he finally stops that young fella at the 47-yard line. So Henninger makes the stop, but the Millersburg Indians in excellent field position now on their own 46 or 7-yard line. Wow. Yeah, we need a fumble here now. They were fumbling all over the place the first series, and we'll see if we can get them to do that again here now. Let's see. They go with an I formation in the backfield, do these Indians. In motion goes 8 over on the left side, pitches back to the running back, Etzweiler. He'll try to turn the side over there, and he's going to be grabbed and thrown down nicely as coming up there to make the stop. Number 59, and Kyle Grafe coming up and making a big stop for UD. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Nice play by Grafe. 10. Ball still at the 47-yard line of Millersburg. Same lineup for the Indians. Handoff over here to the fullback Ford, and he gets maybe a yard or so before he stopped out there. A nice tackle made by Challenger out there, along with the Bammer Bats, I think, in on that play. The last stop, I beg your pardon. I think I said it was Challenger, but Jeff Knoll in there on the stop. Quarterback wants to throw this time, and he is going to be thrown for a loss back here as he is stopped back there by Joel Miller, Zach Smeltz, and a big loss on the play. Puts the ball back to the 40-yard line almost, or 41-yard line of Millersburg, and Millersburg will have to punt. So let's see if we can get a good run back now. Savage along with Lucas back to receive this one this time. Good snap and a punt. Nice high kick. Nice punt this time, and it's going to be caught out here by Lucas, and he did not signal for a fair catch, and Jared took a lick out there as they stop him at the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for UD, starting out on their own 25-yard line. Boy, Lucas took a chance that time as he just stared up there and caught that one, and a Millersburger was right there to nail him. So Trojans 75 yards away from pay dirt, and they'll flank out Smith and Motter on the near side of the field. 2 flankers out on the far side of the field this time as they go to a single setback. The single man back there is Savage, and he's got the football. Turns it around the right side. Jim for 5, Jim for 10, Jim for 15. Jim could be all the way to the races. He is a speedster. He's going to go 75 yards for a touchdown. Way to go. I'll tell you, Jimbo Savage really picking him up and laying him down. Gets himself a 75-yard TD run here. And that gives the Trojans a 13-7 lead, and UD will try for an extra point coming up here in just a moment. Excellent run that time by Savage. When he turned the corner over there, he was uncatchable. Good job by this senior UDA stand-up. And he will attempt to make his own extra point. He was good the first time. We'll see what he does this time. They've been getting excellent snaps. Placements down. Kick is up. The kick is no good. Well, he's out of gas, I guess. So anyway, it's 13-7, and UD will be kicking off to the Indians here when we come back. Remaining here in a very offensive-minded first quarter. The Trojans up 13-7. Back with the UD kickoff here now in just a second. Trojans hitting twice in about 3 minutes, something like that, maybe. Henninger getting ready to kick again here. He's ready to go. Here it comes, and there it goes. Down the middle this time. It's going to be taken at about the 15. Ford's got it. Ford will try the left side over there. He's got some good running room all the way out here until he's going to be dragged out of bounds on a nice low tackle by Grave. Kyle Grave making the stop over there for UD. But a fine run back by that Ford, who brings it all the way out here to the 50-yard line, where Millersburg will put it in play, 1st and 10. Playing directly in front of us now on a 1st and 10. This time there's a mix-up in the backfield, and they're going to swarm him under back there now for sure. As Knoll in there again with 68 for UD. Who's 68?
On the stop for the Trojans. Loss of 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 13.
Miller, 68. Maybe Miller. 68. Hey, you know what? That sheet will also tell you. This sheet might be easier. There's a defense, and that's which is looking out for 68.
Justin Challenger.
Challenger. Also, loss of about 3 in a play. 2nd and 13. Pitches back over here for Ford. Ford around the right side. Gets a good block, and then he's tripped up nicely out here as Bo Hassinger comes up and makes a good low stop on him. Ford really motoring here, and Hassinger tripped him up, but he did get the first down as the ball is at the 39-yard line of UD. So a good, perhaps touchdown-saving tackle there by that Bo Hassinger. Ford with a fine run, just inside the UD 40-yard line they are. They'll spread them out this time. Single set in the backfield for Millersburg. Quarterback will hand this on a reverse. Coming over this way, Etzweiler's got it. He's got some good yardage as he breaks it down to the 25-yard line of UD. A good stop made in there again, saving a touchdown by one of the Trojans. I missed out who it was. But at any rate, the ball down to the UD 25. So the game continues to be offensive-minded as both teams struggling on the defense a little bit here. A reverse that had the Trojans faked out that time and got some big yardage for Millersburg. 1st and 10 from the 25 of UD. Here's Ford, and Ford tackled on a fine low tackle in there by Barter. Coming up there to make a fine stop. Kyle got him right down around the ankles and brought him down immediately. There's a loss of 2, so the Trojans, giving up the big play, have made many, many fine short yardage or no yardage, losses for Millersburg, put it on them. But then they have that one big one, it seems, that kind of gets Millersburg off the hook. So let's see if we can keep them back here this time. Now from the 27-yard line they go. Pitch back over here for Ford. Ford turning it around the right side again, and he goes all the way down to the 10, or rather the 15. It's a little hard to tell from up here. It's very much different at UD. You can see the field. I think we're closer to the field here or something, and makes it hard to tell where the heck you are on the field. But let's see where they put it. They'll put it on the 14-yard line, just inside the 15. They get a shot at it here. Ball right inside the 15-yard line. So it'll be a time, or that's the quarter end, sorry. Watching all this scoring, lost track of the scoreboard clock. So here we go at the end of one. It's 13-7 UD by 6, and Millersburg mounting a very, very definite threat now, as they'll have a first down at about their the UD 14-yard line when we come back. First and 10 Millersburg as we begin to get the play underway here in the second period.
Indians start the second quarter.
The Indians have driven it down here and trying to get this ball game tied up again. Handoff is to Etzweiler, and he'll dive inside the 10 down to about the 9-yard line or so. Picked up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 now. Trojans making the stop at their own 8-yard line. Second down and 4 from the Trojan 8. We need an interception and fumble or something here. Quarterback hands this one off. 21, Etzweiler around the right side, and he's going to be tripped up, as it looked like Lucas might have come in and got a good low tackle on him that time. But there is a flag out here, and that sometimes occurs where holding might have occurred, so we'll find out here what the call's going to be. It is holding. It's against Millersburg, so the Trojans catch a break on that one. There wasn't a whole lot of yardage gained on the play, but still, it will probably march them back to around the 15 or 18-yard line, something like that. We'll see. So they're going to take them back, and we'll bring up a second down. And let's see, they're going to place the ball back here at the 19-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 14. So now see if the Trojans can hold them here. Zach the Ripper Smelts calls the defensive signals in there. Second down, 14. From the 19, quarterback with the option, pitches it back here to Ford. Ford turns it upfield, still on his feet, bangs into a couple of ball players, and then he's finally going to be pushed out of there. Down at about the 15-yard line, picking up about 4 on the play. That'll be 3rd down and almost 10. Almost 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 rather. 3rd and 11. Down play. Single set in the backfield is Ford. Quarterback looks like he wants to throw. Fires one over the middle. It is incomplete. Etzweiler, the intended receiver, but Etzweiler could not hang on to that one, and he was right at the 3 yards deep in the end zone. And alone just couldn't hang on to it. So a big play there for UDN for the Millersburg Indians as they fail to connect on that one. And that'll bring up a 4th down. And it looks like they might want to try a kick. Number 1 will try the field goal. This will be about a 32-yarder if he can complete this one. Let's see what happens. High snap, placement's down, kick is up. Kick is, it's good. Well, how about that? It's a 13-10 ball game. A nice kick by this young fellow here from Millersburg. And UD has held them off the board for a touchdown, but they get 3 out of it. And so we'll be right back with the exciting Millersburg kickoff here in just a moment. In the first half, UDA now leads by 3, 13-10. Getting ready to kick off here is Shutt, I think his name is, and here comes his kick. And it is going to be, let's see, picked up over here by Savage, and Jim will start up at the 25-yard line, tries the left side, he's got some good yardage, and finally thrown out of bounds over there in front of the UD bench. At about the, well, we'll see where they mark it. Going to spot it here at the, looks like at about the 37 or 8, 38. Okay, 38-yard line, 1st and 10, UD. See, the Trojans can keep the offense going now here. They did okay last time, giving Jimmy Savage a chance to air one out here, a 75-yard scamper. And this time Jim is not in the running back spot. It's going to be Zach the Ripper Smeltz back there for UD. He's the single set. Otherwise, we've got wideouts and flankers on both sides of the field. Handoff is to Smeltz. Smeltz up the middle with it. And he's got about 5. Good run that time by the Ripper. All the way out to the 43-yard line. Where it'll be a 2nd down and 5. Good run that time by the Zacher. Smeltz remains in as the single setback for UD. Again, the same formation with receivers out on both sides of the field as Faust looks him over. He will hand it off. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Smeltz again, and a good run. Look at that Ripper going. Zach the Ripper all the way down to the 45-yard line. A fine run that time by Zach Smeltz. Way to go, Zach. Good run, picking up about 7 or 8 on the play. Actually, about 7, I guess it was. And it'll be 1st and 10. The ball sitting now squarely on the 45-yard line of Millersburg. Smeltz remaining in there at the running back spot. Single set in the backfield. Faust wants to throw, looking, fires one down the right side over here. It is going to be incomplete. Intended for Lucas, but a little bit overthrown, and it'll be a 2nd and 10 coming up now for UD. Up Savage in the slot on the near side of the field for UD. And back to pass they go. Faust has it. Fires one down the middle. It's going to be complete to Savage, and Savage has got it. He's bumped out of bounds. A nice play that time as Faust able to dodge a would-be tackler back there, but we do have a flag on the play. Faust able to throw on the run that time and hit Savage with it, and Jim got what would be a UD 1st down. However, there is a flag on the play. And Millersburg is happy about it, so it's coming back here. We'll see what the call is. Interference, offensive interference. Well, that's a call you don't see too often, and I'm sure Coach Carson is a little dismayed about that one. But it'll be brought back, and it was a good play for a 1st down, actually. But the ball comes all the way back here to the UD. Now let's see. They're going to bring it really back. It's coming back all the way. Oh, where the heck's he going? He's going to have to get a boat soon. He's heading for the river. Takes it back to the 40-yard line of UD. Wow. Man, that was a penalty. Loss of down on the offensive pass interference. So it'll be 3rd down and about 25. And UD definitely in a passing situation, one would think. Faust will drop back, has some protection, fires one over the middle. It is incomplete, almost intercepted. 50 or 66 out there. Forsyth got a hand on that one and almost caught that one, but not quite. So Trojans, with the big penalty there, are forced into a punting situation now as they're looking at a 4th and 25. And so Lucas will be called upon to punt this one away, and we'll see if we can get down there quickly and get some good coverage on it. And I think we have timeout called by the Trojans. That'll be their final timeout of the 1st half. So we've got 8 minutes, 42 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. And Trojans will be punting when we come back. The timeout is over. Lucas will be stepping up to punt this football. He'll be stepping up to about his own 35-yard line to get this one off. So see if he can get a good snap here and a good kick. Nice snap. Here's the kick. Nice kick. Spiraling kick coming down here. Taken on the run by Ford. And Ford's going to be taken immediately here as he draws a crowd out here. Referee a little slow, I thought, getting the whistle on him. Kevin Motter had him stopped initially out there, number 8. And then a whole swarm of Trojans, including Cummins and Kinch and a whole bunch come down there and leveled him. But it's 1st and 10 now. They'll be on the 27-yard line of Millersburg as the Indians will take over now. 8:33 left here in the first half of this ball game. Trojans clinging to a 3-point lead now. Millersburg going to work, see if they can do something about that. From the I formation in the backfield. QB looking over the middle. It is complete. 44. Berkey has it for a first down into the arms of Jimmy Savage. He ran after he made the catch. But a first down for Millersburg on a quick hitter right over the middle. Nice pass, good reception, and a good stop by Jim Savage. Ball at the 42-yard line. Just enough for the first down, and it will be put in play there. Millersburg on their own 43, actually. On the Millersburg 43.
This button here.
Quarterback hands this one off to Etzweiler. Etzweiler over the right side, and he gets outside here to the midfield spot. Hassinger will dump him out there with a little help from one of his friends.
Hassinger on the stop of the Trojans.
Second down, about 3. Passes one down his way. It's going to be intercepted by Savage. Savage breaks one tackle. Jim looking for a block. Gets another block. Savage all the way down the right side, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds down here at about the 20-yard line.
25-yard line.
Good interception that time by Jim Savage. You know, the quarterback never did get a lot on that throw. Somehow or another, he had either a lot of pressure or something, and he got that off a little sloppily, and Jim was able to pick it off. Takes it all the way down to the 23-yard line of Millersburg, so their fortunes change again now as UD has a chance here at their own 24 or 23-yard line. That is to say, the Millersburg 23-yard line. Crowd over here admonishing the defense. Crowd on the other side, which is a nice crowd tonight, trying to get the offense to do something, and
Timeout, Millersburg.
Millersburg now will call time. Trojans now with a 1st and 10 from the Millersburg 23-yard line. Zach the Ripper Smelts in at the running back spot. Single set in the backfield. Faust wants to throw. Looking, fires one down the middle. It is going to be intercepted in the end zone for a touchback intended for Savage out there. But number 8 here picks that one up and gets it right back for the Millersburg Indians. So they exchange interceptions. And Millersburg has the ball on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. We've got 7 minutes, 6 seconds remaining here in the first half. So I'll tell you, the play goes back and forth here now. And Millersburg has the advantage, picking off that pass. And with 7:06 left here in the first quarter, they'll put it in play on their own 20. They'll go from the I. Quarterback hands it off. Over this way comes Etzweiler, and he gets maybe nothing out of it as he runs into the arms of Kyle Grape. Making the stop out there for UD. It'll be second down and nothing. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Time to nothing. Let's see if we can do it again now, as they'll be going on a 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback wants to throw. Dumps this one over the middle. It is complete. Berkey's got it, and it looks like it'll be Motter on the stop along with the Bammer Bats. But a first down, I think. Yep, it is a first down for the Indians. That's twice now they've stung UD with that quick hitter over the middle. And Trojans got to watch out for that play, I guess you'd say. Ball moves out to the 32, where Millersburg will put it in play. 1st and 10. From the I they go. Quarterback would like to throw. Dumps it over this way. It is complete to Berkey again, I think it is. Knocked out of there by Smith and Batts, along with Barter. These 3 young fellas here converging on him. It'll be 2nd down and 3. With the out-of-bounds play, it stops the clock. 5:49 remaining here in the first half. The 9-yard line. Second down and about 3. QB pitching it back over there to the far side. Etzweiler's got it. Goes around the right side with it, and he is going to pick up a first down and some more as he gets it to the 49-yard line of UD. Hassinger on the stop out there for Upper Dauphin. Kevin Motter also helping out, but good run again. Now Zenia's got the offense going. In front of us now on this 1st and 10 play. Here comes that Ford, and he is trapped in the backfield, and he is going to be nailed down there. As holding and dragging him down there for UD was that number 82 Hassinger, making the initial stop on him, and then a couple of other guys, or Henninger, I mean not Hassinger, Henninger, making the stop, and a good one it was. Hung on to him long enough for a couple of other teammates to come in there and make the stop on him. Loss of a long yard back to the 49-yard line of Millersburg. Second down and about 12. 2nd and 12. With the option, no option that time, is coming in there to make the stop on his number 77 for UD. 77, I think it is. Am I right, Justin Motter? 77? I think. Anyway, starting to come in there and made a big stop on him. Bring up a 3rd down and about 15. QB will throw. Big rush, but he gets it off anyway, and it is complete out here to Etzweiler. And Etzweiler is going to drag ahead as Lucas had a hold of him by a leg, and he drug him ahead for a yard or two, just enough for the first down. So a good effort that time by Etzweiler, no question about it, and made a good catch and then struggled ahead to get just enough by about a yard for the big first down. And that was a big one, too, as they were faced then with a 4th down and long. So excellent play that time by the young Millersburg Indian. 1st and 10. UD from the 38-yard line of Upper Dauphin. As time winds down here in the first quarter. Quarterback, he'll pitch it back over here now for Ford, and Ford tries to go up field with it, still on his feet, finally dragged down, and then we're going to have, let's see, who's it? That might be Bueller. Robbie Bueller might have been in there on the stop on that one for UD. Along with Hassinger, they say. But nice play at any rate. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball now rests at the 36-yard line of Upper Dauphin with 2:50 remaining here in the first half. Good football game. Very exciting up and down the field. If you like that kind of action, we got it. QB will throw, looking, fires one over to the far side. It is incomplete. Defending over there on the play is Jimmy Savage. Etzweiler, the intended receiver, but Savage out there with good coverage for UD. And I'll bring up a 3rd down now and 7. Now, big play here again for the UD defense. Big play for that Millersburg offense. One man set in the backfield. Quarterback's got it, pitches it back here to Ford. Ford's going to try to turn to right side. He's held up there for a moment, but has got some good blocking as someone really taking Jimmy Savage out of that play on a good block out there made by a Millersburg Indian, giving the Indians enough time to spring forward ahead for the first down. So good run that time by Ford. Good blocking out in front of him by the Millersburg Ball Club. And the ball is all the way down to the 28 of UD. 1st and 10 Upper Dauphin. Or 1st and 10 Millersburg on the Upper Dauphin. 28. QB hands it off. Up the middle with it goes Ford. Ball came loose, but he got it in himself. He gathers it back in. And there was a break for Millersburg as Chuck Ford. And now we've got 2 Trojans down on that one play. 2 UDA boys injured on the play, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Young fellas shaken up on the play, but they both walked off on their own power, so they're going to be okay, and they'll be back. Minute 49 remaining here in the first half. The ball's at the 23-yard line of UD. Second down, 5. Quarterback will throw it. Fires one now this way. It's intended for Etzweiler, but over his head it goes as an incompletion. They'll bring up a 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up a 3rd and 4 for the Indians.
4. Another big 3rd down play, although, of course, this steep Millersburg will go for the next 2 downs. But here's the option, and he is not going to have an option this time. He fumbles it, it's taken out of his hand, and UD has got the football. Looks like it's the Bammer Bats, Kenny Bam Bats, making the recovery of that fumble in there and causing the fumble too, I believe. Ken got in there quickly and just dragged it out of his hands. And so it'll be UD ball. They'll have it on their own 30-yard line, and they will have 1 minute and 26 seconds to work with here in the first half. Clock will not start until we snap the football, so Faust will have a moment here as he has Savage in the backfield. Flankers out on both sides of the field. We'll stay back here and watch this one. Savage got it. Comes over this side over here, and he's going to be ridden down after a gain of about 5. Not too much that time by Jim. Polk Road coming up and making the stop for Millersburg, picking up 4. It's gained, or 2nd down and 6 rather, to picked up 4 on that play. So, Faust will throw. Gets away from one would-be tackler, fires one downfield, and it is incomplete. Intended for Lucas. But slightly overthrown. It'll be 3rd and 6. Boy, I tell you, Faust that time really scrambling back there to get away from some tacklers. Some good pressure put on him that time by Millersburg. Remaining here in the half now. Clock stops with the incompletion. Savage and Zach Smeltz in the backfield. Here's Savage was looking to throw it, but then he decided to tuck it away instead. He goes around the left side, and he could dive out of bounds over there as it'll stop the clock. Did he get the first down? Jim dove out of bounds over there, but not sure if he got the first down. Or yes, he did. First down, but we've got 40 seconds remaining. So good heads-up play that time by Savage to get himself out of bounds as he scampered down that left side over there. And time for another play or two. This time they'll put Motter in the slot in the near side. Savage, the single set in the backfield for UD. Faust wants to throw, gets a good block, gets a pass off over this way. It is complete to Hassinger, and Hassinger hit by Ford. But there is a flag on the play over here, and it could be that UD might get called for offsides. We'll see. What is it? No, there's a flag, but, well, there is a flag laying back here, but I don't think that anybody knows it or cares for it. And now they're going to discuss it. The referee had set the ball in play as the Trojans are in a hurry to get it going. But it's illegal motion caused against the Trojans. So the Trojans have been stymied tonight as they get the thing going here, and then they've got a couple of these penalties that have been really costly down here. And again, this will set them back. Another good gain nullified by the illegal motion penalty called against UD. It'll be back at the 35-yard line. First down, 15. First and 15. 18 seconds remaining now as UD will put it in play. Faust up the middle with it goes Savage. Jim with a good run. Let's see, can he get around the left side? He can. Gets all the way down the left side of the field there and dives out of bounds, I think, with 1.9 seconds remaining. And let's see. Is there a penalty on the end of this play? I don't think so. No. But the clock stops with 1.9 seconds remaining. And so it'll be UD with one more shot at it here in the first half. Wow. 1.9 seconds, one play. Yep,
3 seconds.
3 seconds. They're going to give them 3 seconds now, as they're going to reset the clock.
Inside the 40-yard line.
Going to give them 4 seconds. Again, added 3 more seconds to the clock, giving us a total of 4.
4 seconds.
So it'll be another do-or-die play coming up here. Let's see how the Trojans look at this one. They have Savage set up in the backfield. Hassinger, the near side flanker, along with Lucas down this way. And then Amater, number 8. But let's see what happens. Back to pass goes Faust. He'll throw one over to the near side out of bounds, and that's going to do it, as the time will expire for sure now. And we've got a score at the end of the first half of the ball game. UDA 13 and the Millersburg Indians 10. Wow. With the second half of action about ready to get started now, as they converse with the ball clubs out here at center field. The Trojans, who received in the first half, will have the honor probably of kicking off to Millersburg to begin the second half of our ball game. Trojans with that 3-point lead now. It's a 13-10. Millersburg will indeed receive to begin the second half, and so it's really anybody's ball game from here on in, and we'll have to play it close, play some good D, and see if we can't get the offense uncorked again here and hold these Indians down and as best we can. So have the Upper Dauphin kickoff here in just one moment. Are deep to receive this kick. Etzweiler, the near man, forward on the far side of the field for Millersburg, as Jason Hanger has her teed up for UD now, and they break the huddle and see if we can't get a good kickoff here now and get some good coverage downfield here and hold these Millersburgers down a little bit. Here's the kick. It's going to be a kind of a low bounding kick, not too deep. Picked up here by, let's see, by number 7. Tackled it there nicely by 42 of UD. And that's at Eddie, I believe. Dwayne Eddie making the stop for UD. Of Millersburg, as they'll start it off here now on a 1st and 10. From the I formation, they go in his first play from the second half. Handoff is to Etzweiler. Etzweiler with a lot of room. Oh, he's going to go all the way, and that's going to give Millersburg the lead. A couple of Trojans had a shot at him, but nothing doing, as Etzweiler just outran them all. And so with just 16 seconds going here in the second half, Etzweiler puts the Millersburg Indians back on top now, 16-13, with a big, long, just about 70-yard, I guess 69-yard run. So a great run that time by Etzweiler, just beating everybody up the middle, and Millersburg back on top. Extra point kick coming up here now for Millersburg. Snap's good, placement's down, kick is up, kick is good from here. No, it's no good. The announcer here a little ahead of everybody. It's 16-13 now, Millersburg on top by 3, and UD will get the ball back here in just a moment. And Savage back to receive this kick for UD. And let's see if we can bring it back and get right back into this now. I told you it was a scant 3-point lead. And now Millersburg with a scant 4-point lead. This is going to be Savage taking the ball on the fly. And he'll start it up the middle, where he is finally tackled out here at about the 35-yard line, 36-yard line, something like that. So it'll be 1st and 10 as the Trojans will put it in play there. So UD has to go back to work again, get the offense uncorked. They had scored. Well, Millersburg scored first and led 7-0. The Trojans came back and made it a 7-up ball game. Then the Trojans scored the 3rd touchdown of the ball game and made it a 13-7 lead. Millersburg with the field goal made it 13-10, and now the 4th touchdown of the ball game gives Millersburg a 4-point lead. Here's a handoff for Savage. Savage around the right side. Jim with a good rush out here to about the 44-yard line. A good play, a good run that time by Jimbo Savage. It'll be 2nd down and 2. The 44-yard line of UDA on a 2nd and 2. Flankers again on the near side of the field for Upper Dauphin. Faust hands this one off. Up the middle with it, getting the first down is Zach the Ripper Smeltz, and he'll rip for a first down. Out to the 47-yard line, maybe the 48. Good run that time by Zach. Picking up the first down, UDA with a 1st and 10 from their own 47 now. As the Trojans look to grind one out here and take that lead back again. Laudenschlager and Lucas, along with Motter, flanked on the near side. Savage, the only set in the backfield this time for UD. He'll get the handoff, and he's going to try the right side over there. It gets away from one tackler and gets a couple of yards. Jim, again, breaking tackles in there and gaining some yardage after he would appear to be stopped in the backfield. But Jim really doing a good job of escaping these Indians, and picked up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Trojans. Ball right at the midfield line again. Played with the football right on the midfield stripe a lot tonight, it seems. And they're right out in front of us again here at Millersburg. Again, Savage the only set in the backfield. Faust hands this one off to Savage, and this time he's going to try the right side again. Bounced off the line. Look at him go. Look at Jimmy go. Go, Jimmy, go. Go, Jimmy, go. Oh, and there's going to be a clip. Yep, touchdown. No clip. Oh, man, no flag. Wow. We might have got away with one that time. Kevin Motter sure looked like he might have got himself a clip, but there were no flags out there, and so UD takes the lead back again now, as it's a 19-16 ball game. Trojans on top by 3, and they're going to try to make it 4 this time. Another fine run by Savage. That one covering what? How many yards was that? About 56. All right, let's see if Jim can get the extra point here now. He was successful one time, missed one. Placement's down. Kick is up, but it's going to be no good. It hits off the crossbar and is no good. And so it's a 19-16 score. Still that 3-point margin again now, but UD back on top. So we'll have the Upper Dauphin kickoff coming up here in just a moment. This is fun. Remaining in the third quarter, 19-16 UD. Henninger again ready to kick off, this time to Millersburg. And here comes his kick. It's a nice kick going down the middle over the far side, taken over here by Ford. Ford up the middle with it. Ford still on his feet and breaks it all the way out here to about the 33-yard line. Looks like Henninger in there along with the Bammer Bats, among others. Bill Miller also there, Joel Miller on the stop for UD. Well, the Trojans need to tighten up the defense here now a little bit and then get the ball back and score again, because 3 points is not going to make the margin in this ball game, I don't believe. We don't think so here. From the I formation go the Indians again. They're on the attack. Hand off to the second man through there, and we've got a couple of yards. As coming up there to make the stop is, well, Bats again is in there for UD. Picked up 2, it'll be 2nd down 8. Millersburg 35-yard line. Okay, here we go on a 2nd down 8 pass. Ball tipped up in the air and almost grabbed over there by Laudenschlager. Or Bo Hassinger, rather. Got a hand on that one. Yeah, got a hand on that and just about picked it off. Goes an incompletion, be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Indians. Big play for UD defense. The quarterback wants to pass. He's still got the football, and boy, the Trojans have got him. Joel Miller leading the pack in there, I believe, along with Mattern and let's see, who else was in there? I'm not sure. Face mask against the Trojans. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Face mask against the Trojans. Again, the Trojans had them trapped. It would have been a 4th down, and instead it'll be a 1st down. It's a 5-yard, no 5-yard penalty. Now it's an option this year. It's a 5-yard face mask penalty, inadvertent face mask. And that's going to make it a 3rd down and 6, a long 6. So Trojans, even though they are penalized, get a little break there on that rule now that they can make it a 15 or a 5, I believe it is. And they call that one a 5-yard inadvertent type of face mask penalty. So we look at a 3rd and at least 6. Ball at the 37-yard line of Millersburg. Quarterback wants to throw. He's getting a good rush. They'll dump a little screen. It's incomplete. Boy, the Trojans with a fine rush that time, and the two of them coming back. There's 32 Barter and 68 in there for UD. The Trojans have held here, and we're going to get the ball back, presumably, as the young man is back to punt. A high snap, no rush for UD, and he punts this one off, and it's going to be, well, let's see. Lucas will watch this one roll back here to about the 26 or 7-yard line.
Arrow falls down inside the 30-yard line of the Trojans' own 26.
It'll be at the 26 where the UD will put it in play, 1st and 10, with exactly 8 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Now from the 26. Faust to Savage. Savage around the right side again. Jimmy dragging it ahead and finally bumped out of bounds. Out there, Cummins, 67. Matt the Hoople Cummins out there in the front of that line, opening some holes for UD runners. And the single runner back there this time is going to be that Zach the Ripper Smelts. Zach's got it, travels around the right side and dives ahead, but it'll be close to the 1st down.
Looks like he picked up the 1st down.
I believe he might have it. He does. So they give it to the Ripper, and Zach ripped one off for about a yard or 3 and picks up the 1st down. Big 1st down for UD. Taking the ball out here to the 37-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Where Faust calling the play. And they'll put it in play here now as Savage back into the backfield as the single set back there for UD. On a 1st down play. Faust hands it to Savage. Savage attacked in the backfield. This time they're going to get him. First sack of the night, I believe, perhaps for Millersburg. First time Jimmy Savage has been trapped back there at any rate. And a big loss on the play. They'll spot it all the way back to the 33-yard line, something like that. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. Or 2nd and 15 or 2nd and... Yeah, 2nd and 15 for sure. Okay, on a 2nd and 15. Will Faust decide to throw this? It has not been really successful too much tonight on the passing. Yes, he's got to throw this one. He's looking down the right side. Dumps one deep. Man is out here. It is incomplete. Chris Smith, the intended receiver, but Chris got all tangled up out here. And he just could not turn around and reach back and grab that one. But maybe a yard or so overthrown, but a good effort that time by UD. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 15 or so. Looking at UD. Need a big play here. We'll stay back a little bit. Faust would like to throw. Steps up. Fires one. It is complete, but it's going to be short of the 1st down as Motter makes the catch out here. But Kevin unable to do much with that after he caught it. A good coverage out there by Millersburg. A gain of about 4 yards or so on the play and bring up a 4th and 11. So UD going to have to give the ball back. And Ford will be the one back here to run it back for Millersburg. Coach Maskinnis chooses him. Hold everything. Hold everything. There is a flag on the play prior to the snap of the football. So it'll be a dead ball penalty of some kind coming up here. And my gosh, this one might be on Millersburg. Let's see. Could they be offsides? Nope. Too many people on the field, I guess.
Penalties against the Indians for too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field. This should give UD a chance here for a 1st down, I would think. Let's see. We'll see. Too many men is the call. And it'll be 4th down. And, well, they picked up a 5-yard penalty. I beg your pardon. 4th and 6. Okay, so still a punting situation for UD. See if Lucas gets a good snap. He does. Kick is a nice kick. Taken here by Ford at the 27-yard line. Starts it up the right side over here with a burst of speed. He's going to go all the way. Can you believe this? No, he won't. Oh, he's tackled by Lucas at about the 2 or 3. Way to go. I didn't give Lucas a chance to catch up to Charlie Ford, but by gosh, he wrestled him down at about the 2. So, yes, at least momentarily saved the inevitable, but nevertheless, a good run by Chuck Ford and a fine tackle there by Lucas at the 5-yard line. So the Trojans still have a life here now, thanks to Jared Lucas, as he brought him down at the 5. Way to go. Wow.
Right on the Trojan 5-yard line will be first and goal.
First and goal from the 5. Let's see a fumble or an interception. Handoff is to Retzweiler, and he drags it to the 2 or 3. Stopped in there by number 3, Savage, along with Hassinger, making a stop for UD. Second and goal from the 2. Or 3, something like that, hard to tell. They're deep at any rate. Here we go. Be nice to see him hold them out here if we could. Here is number 8. He's going to be held out that time. Coming up there, making a stop in the backfield. Number 44 out there for UD. And timeout as a young fellow is injured. Joel Miller making the stop. 44, Joel Miller making the stop on him out there. But an injury on the play calls a timeout on the field. So we've got 4:52 left here in the third quarter. Ball now at about the 4-yard line, maybe. Just about the 5, where it'll be third and goal for Millersburg when we come back. There's the young fellow shaking up on the play, but he's going to be okay. He came off on his own power, which is always good to see, and he'll be back. Okay, the Trojan defense looking at a 3rd and 5. The Millersburg offense looking at a big 3rd and 5, trailing by 3. Here we go. 3rd down, 5. Oh, there comes Ford. Ford is close, but no cigar as they hold him out here. It'll be 4th down, and the ball is on the 1-yard line. 4th and goal from the 1. Wow, 4th and goal from the 1. So instead of going for the field goal to tie it up, they're going to go for the touchdown and take the lead. So let's see. Trojan defense. Fans over there hollering. Millersburg offense hollering. Who's going to win this one? It is Ford. Did Ford get it? No, sir. I don't believe so. No. He stopped them. They stopped them on the goal line. No touchdown, and UD will take over on the 1-yard line. A tremendous goal line effort that time by that Trojan defensive line. Man alive. If that doesn't spark up this ball club, nothing will, as they held Millersburg at the 5-yard line. A 1st and goal from the 5 gave them 4 chances at it and stopped their big guy Chuck Ford on the 1-yard line. Wow, let's see if we can get out of here now. Now we got 99 yards to go here. Fausto look him over. We'll stay back a little bit and hold everything. We've got a problem here with this one. It's a legal procedure. That'll take it back to the 1.5-foot line from the goal now. Nope, no harm done on that one. Still 1st down from the less than the yard line. Up the middle with it goes Smeltz, and Smeltz will get to the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of gain on that one. It'll be 2nd down, about a yard or a half a yard on that. 2nd and 10. 3:33 remaining here in the 3rd period. Wait a minute. All right, let's see if we can't get a little running room here now. Spring somebody for 99. Savage comes over this side. Can he turn it? No, he's going to be, well, still on his feet. Oh, great run. Jimmy Savage coming down the line. He did not get out of bounds. Still on his feet. Can he go for 99? I believe he can. Don't block. A 99-yard touchdown, Jimmy Savage. Jim Savage, 99 yards for the TD. Oh, just about stepped out of bounds around the 7 or 8, 9-yard line, but a tremendous run by Jim Savage for 6 more. And that makes the score now the Trojans 25, 25 and Millersburg 16. Oh, and timeout call. We get a little oxygen out there for Jimbo. Great run, 99 yards. All right. It was exciting, was it not, folks? And a lot of fun on that one. And that should really put the hurts on Millersburg, you would think. But I don't think so. I mean, they'll be right back. The Indians will be right back. Oh, yeah. So we're going to have an extra point attempt here now. The Trojans are going to try to get 2 now, as extra point tries have been unsuccessful here the last couple. Faust looks like they want to throw. He's looking, fires one over there. It is incomplete. Knockdown intended for Laudenschlager, or for Bo Hassinger, rather. But the score remains 25-16. The Trojans now with a 9-point margin. And they'll be kicking off to the Millersburg Indians here in just a moment. Way to go, boys. 9 seconds remain in this one, the third quarter of this one, rather. 25-16 now, UDA by 9. But, you know, it was also preceded by one heck of a stop by Jared Lucas, who made the stop on Ford when it looked as though he was going to go all the way. Tackled him on the 5-yard line to set up the Trojan advantage, the defense, and holding him down there. I mean, that was a series to really put in the record book for UD. Here's the kick. It is nice. Going to go over on the far side over there, and it's going to go out of bounds, so Ford will not get a chance to run it back. So that means probably they'll bring it out to the 35, if that would be the Millersburg option. And Millersburg will put it in play on their own 35-yard line, which is exactly what I think they're going to do. And so the Indians will know they're going to have the Trojans re-kick it. They're going to let UD kick the ball again after a penalty. They'll move the ball back to the 40 or 35-yard line, rather, where they will re-kick. So the Millersburg Indians did not want that 35-yard line advantage. They're going to go for something more, and we'll see now. Henninger does have a tendency to do that sometimes. In the first ball game up at UD, kicked one or so out of bounds. They always seem to go down that right side. So maybe you can angle one more towards the left side of the field and get it down the middle. Here it comes. Nice kick. Going to go over there where Ford's going to take it at the 20-yard line. Ford up the middle with it. Here he comes, and he's going to break one. He's going to go perhaps all the way. This time there's no one's going to be able to catch him. He's going to go all the way. So there is no defense. No defense out here, huh? Ford all the way. Well, that's why they took the re-kick. My goodness, not a flag on the play, and Chuck Ford with that excellent run all the way down the field with that kickoff. So they really knew what they were doing that time as they took the penalty and left Charlie Ford running all the way back. I didn't think that was a good idea perhaps at first, but now I do. Excellent idea, and it's a 25-22 ball game with 2:46 remaining here in the third period. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Millersburg. Will walk the ball back on the, well, let's see. What is that? Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Millersburg. But that doesn't rule out the TD. I think that was after the fact. Yeah, so they're going to be able to attempt that extra point. Now it'll be like a field goal. The ball will be placed down at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 35-yard extra point try. So let's see what happens here. This could be a big one in the ball game. Good snap. Placement's up. Kick is good. Looks long enough. It is good. It is good. A 35-yard extra point try. And so we've got a 25-23 ball game, and the Indians are back to within 2. But UD will get the ball back, and boy, I'll tell you, this is fun. We'll be back with the Millersburg kickoff in just one moment. Would have been really disheartened here just moments ago with Savage's 99-yard run. Come back and get themselves all pumped up by Chuck Ford. So here's a kick. This time, this might, let's see. Well, Motter has it. Motter's got it. He'll start upfield with it, still on his feet, breaking a bunch of tackles, still bunching of breaking tackles as they bring it all the way down here to the 33-yard line. This is that big backyard rivalry that they talk about here when the Indians and the Trojans get together. And boy, this is a struggling, fighting ball club out here now, both of them, and playing some great football offensively. Defense a little porous on both squads, but hey, makes for an exciting ball game. See who's going to run out of gas first in this, and we've still got 2 minutes 38 seconds remaining in the third period. So 1st and 10 now for UD. They're starting at their own 33-yard line. The single set in the backfield this time is Zach the Ripper Smeltz behind quarterback Brian Faust. Faust hands it off to Smeltz. Smeltz dives ahead for a yard or so. Out to the 35-yard line goes Zach. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for UDA. Savage back in the backfield as a lone set this time for UD. Faust barking out the signals now. Clock down to 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Faust will hand it off. Here comes Savage trying to make a little bit a move up the middle, and he can't do it. He's going to be thrown down back in the backfield as the Millersburg Indians really swarmed all over Jim that time, much to the delight of the fans over here. But boy, watch out when Jim gets loose. That quiets him down quickly. But nevertheless, a loss on the play of about 3. It'll be 3rd and 13 for UD. Actually, a loss of about 5 on the play, but brings up a 3rd and 13. Same set now for UD. Faust to throw. Fires one downfield. Man, it's out here to Smith. Smith has got it, and he's going to be tackled inside the 25-yard line. Chris Smith with a nice reception out there for UD as he got behind everybody and made a great reception on a fine pass from Brian Faust to Chris Smith. They had tried that once or twice before and hadn't connected. Boy, Chris was out there, had his defenders beat by about 2 yards or so, and grabbed that one and took it home right down in there to the 20, looks like the 23-yard line, I guess it will be. Boy, oh boy, great pass play there to Chris Smith. Here's Savage with it. Savage around the right side. Gets away from one man. Gets away from another man. Gets away from several other men. And drags it down inside the 5-yard line, I believe. And we've got an injury over here as one of the Millersburg Indians is down and has an injury. So we'll call time. But it's a UD 1st and goal now for Upper Dauphin from the Millersburg 5-yard line. Wow. 1st and goal from an inch or 2 inside the 5, so we'll call it the 5. 1st and goal for UD. Zach Smeltz has the football. Zach dragging ahead. Zach struggling down to the 3. Well, Zach was struggling. They gave Zach an extra large jersey that time. It was just an extra large. They went to an extra large. The guy hanging on to Zach. But you got it down to the 2, 3. All right. 3rd and goal from about that looks like the 2 to me. Best effort there by Zach the Ripper. And so at the end of 3/4 of this very, very exciting ball game here at Millersburg, we have an undecided score yet of, let's see, it's the Trojans 25, Millersburg 23, but the UD looking to up that lead here in just a moment. 4th and probably the final quarter coming up here in one tick. final 12 minutes of this one. And it is a second down and goal from the 2-yard line for UD. In the backfield, Smeltz for UDA. He's the single set. Faust has got a good line of beef up there in that line. He'll give this one to Smeltz. Smeltz tries to spin around the left side. Good for a touchdown. Touchdown. Smeltz goes in from about 2 yards out. Zach the Ripper ripping off the left side that time and makes the score 31-23. UD by 8. And they'll look and see if they can't make it a 9-point differential here in just a moment. Good series that time by UD. Will go for 2. Smeltz again, the single set on the extra point try here now as Faust barking out a extra point signal to get UD 2. He's going to throw. Fires one over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for either Lucas or Miller. I'm not sure whom. But at any rate, the score remains 31-23. UD with 11:55 left here in the ball game. What the heck was she so happy about? Okay, Henninger has it teed up again for the umpteenth time tonight. And see if he can get a good kickoff this time. Ford and Etzweiler back to receive the kick again for Millersburg, and here's the kick. It's a low kick. It's going to go out of bounds once again. Well, that's what happened last time here. Millersburg decided to take a re-kick, and of course Ford ran it back all the way. So are we going to see a situation like that develop again? We hope not. But nevertheless, the Trojans are backing up, and Millersburg apparently will go for the re-kick. This time Henninger will be kicking it from the 35-yard line, where he will tee it up and try a little better. Every kick of his does shank to the right, or go over to the right. He slices it. I wonder if he does that in golf. But anyway, I know I do. Anyway, let's see what he can do with this one now, as we'll stay back here a little. And here it goes. Yeah, this is going to come down and get taken up real short. 16's got it, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds here as Bammer the Bats puts the stop on him out here. And it'll be 1st and 10 now for Millersburg at their own 47-yard line, something like that. Yeah, at the 47, so excellent field position for the Millersburg Indians. The ball on their own 47-yard line. Quarterback hands it off. Up here comes Etzweiler, and Etzweiler is bumped down out there as 58 comes up and makes the stop for UDA on a good try out there. UD, he bumped right into Etzweiler and knocked him down. It'll be a 2nd and 12. He lost 2 back to the Millersburg side of the 45-yard line, as you can see it there. And we'll stay back a little in this one. 2nd down and 12. QB wants to throw. Dumps one down the side over there. It is incomplete. Intended for Mosser out there, but goes as an incompletion. And brings up a 3rd down and 12. Some pretty good coverage out there by any number of Trojans that time. Hassinger giving credit for the coverage. He was there for sure. 3rd down 12. 3rd and 12 for Millersburg. Single man set. 3 wideouts on the far side of the field. Quarterback looking to throw. Dumps one over the middle. It is incomplete. Closest man to it is number 8, Kevin Motter of UD, but that'll bring up a 4th down play now. So Millersburg, unable to move the football on this series, will give the ball back to UDA with 11 minutes remaining here in the ball game. And that means UD will send back Lucas and Savage back to receive this punt. See what kind of a snap they get off here. A little high, but whoa, man, just about a blocking a penalty flag down. Can you believe that? We're not even going to watch the run back because a penalty flag dropped on that. That'll be Kyle Grave. Kyle says, I don't understand this one. But anyway, it's going to be against UD, and it'll be a first down probably for Millersburg. It was 4th and 14, and that probably will give the Indians a first down. So we'll see. Illegal procedure against Millersburg, so offsetting penalties, so they'll kick it again. All right, still 4th down. Okay, boy, the Trojans dodge a bullet there. Wow, that was close. Yep. Okay. Newport is beating Line Mountain. What did he say? 14-0. Wow. Williams Valley getting tripped up, I think, by Tri-Valley, I thought they said, too, by 1 point or something like that. Anyway, we'll forget that. Let's get back to business here. Again, another 4th down play. Big rush and hold everything this time. Now we've got flags on the play. We may have been offsides. We'll see. Could have been an illegal procedure against Millersburg. Here's the call. Dead ball, illegal procedure against Millersburg. All right. Against the Indians, will move them back 5 and let them re-kick, I guess. Here we go again. Now we're going to try the 3rd time here to kick this ball out of here. Good snap. No rush this time at all by UD. And a good high kick, fair catch signaled for and made out here by Lucas. So Trojans will put it in play on their own 23-yard line. All right, so let's see if UD can get her going again here now on the offense. And UD from their own 23. Faust looking them over in there now, has Savage lined up as the one running back in the backfield. Jim's going to get the ball. He's going to try to come over this way, but not that time, as he is going to be dropped for a loss in the backfield. Back to the 15-yard line, maybe the 16. They'll actually put it out at the 18-yard line. Oh, loss of 4 in a play. It'll be 2nd and 14 now for UD. Rafe is the center for the football team. Pitches back to Savage. He's going to try the left side. Stops, moves, makes a move, makes another move, makes another move. Jimmy Savage needs a couple of tackles. Oh, he gets a fine block out there. And this one's got to go all the way for a touchdown. But a big, big block out there by somebody, and I couldn't pick him up. As I was watching Jimmy go for his 3rd or 4th touchdown of the night. There are no flags on the play. I believe there are no flags on the play. And Savage goes about, what, I don't know how many yards that. We'll have to figure it out. Listen to the announcement. I don't know what it was, but it was big again for Jimmy. He's well over 200 yards. He's got to be. They throw him back for a 5-yard loss. He picks up a 65-yard scamper right after that or so. So I don't know where the heck that originated from, but I know it was long. Another big play, but a heck of a booming block out here at about the 40-yard line. A good block at the 40, man. Somebody absolutely leveled an Indian out there and sprung Jim loose. So extra point try coming up here. They're going to go for 2. It's now 37-23. And they'll try to put 2 more on. Here's Faust looking over the middle. It is incomplete. Blocked down out there by number 8 of Millersburg. Trojans now take a 37-23 lead with 9:50 left here in the ball game. Heat up one more time here now, and he's going to see if we can't get a good kickoff here this time, and none of these darn out of bounds ones, and keep this game rolling now. Here's the kick. It's a nice kick. Going down right to Ford at the 13-yard line. Ford starts it up the left side over here, and he's going to be tackled on a fine low tackle there by Kyle Grafe, who is making himself really known here tonight. Another nice tackle by Grafe out there for UD. Boy, a fine low tackle on Ford, right down around the knees. Brings Chuck down at the 35-yard line. Check that, at the 30-yard line, where the Millersburg Indians will put it in play 1st and 10. And these guys have played some football game here tonight at Millersburg. 9:44 left in the ball game. We'll keep an eye on the clock as we approach the end of the ball game, but still 9 minutes to go. In this game, that could be another 40 points. Here's the quarterback pitching it back for Ford. Ford around the right side he goes. He gets a couple of blocks out there.
So happy on the stop for the Trojans. Pick up a 6 on the play. I'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6, 2nd down 4 coming up for Millersburg. Ball at the 30-yard line, or 35-yard line rather. Up the middle with it goes Etzweiler, I think. Or no, it's Ford rather. Ford gets a couple of yards, but there is a flag out here, and we'll see what the call is here as the official's going to tell us. Illegal procedure against Millersburg. So this one's going to come back, I do believe. Yeah, it'll come back. It'll bring up a 2nd down and about 9 or something like that. They bring this one back here. Ball spotted right back at the 30-yard line, which is about the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 10, actually. 2nd and 10. 2nd down, and for all intents and purposes, 10 for Millersburg. QB wants to throw. Big rush put on by Miller. Oh, and then a couple of other Trojans come in there as Bam Bam Bats leading the way that time along with Henninger. But Miller making the original. Joel Miller coming in there like a shot initially that time. And then Kenny Bats and Miller and Henninger making the stop on him. Big loss on the play now as Millersburg is going in the other direction. Momentarily, the ball back at the 25-yard line now. It'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Millersburg Indians. Will stay back. Obvious passing down, but they may not attempt to do that. But yeah, he wants to throw. Rolling over this way. Fires one downfield. It is going to be, in and out of the hands. And they're going to call a penalty. Looks like they're going to call interference on Smith. Holy smokes, where was man? Wow, that was hard to believe. Chris Smith can't believe that one. He don't know where the penalty came from. Wow, yeah, I don't know about that one. Well, the officiating has really not favored UD tonight at all, and I don't know. I wish I had a better view of that. I don't know if you could see any of that, whatever the interference was, but it sure did look like interference from up here. Wow. Anyway, it's an automatic 1st down. Brings the ball out to the 30 or the 40-yard line rather. And timeout will be called by the Millersburg Indians. Remaining in this one, Trojans up by 14. Millersburg, now the timeout is over, and they'll put the ball in play on their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Pitch back over here for Ford, and Ford is into the grasp immediately of Savage, I believe it was, or no, Grafe rather. Grafe, well, I tell you, Kyle Grafe is having some fun down here at Millersburg tonight. Yes, sir. Good stop in there by Grafe. Loss of 5, 2nd and 15 coming up for Millersburg. Something different, I think, because that play's not working. Now they go to a single set in the backfield. Another passing situation. Quarterback wants to fire it. Fires one down this way. It is intercepted here by Smith. And Chris Smith will be spun to the ground down here after a fine interception by Smith. Way to go, Crisco. Making a stop down here at the 49-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for UDA on their own 49-yard line. Big interception by Chris Smith. Trojans put Tweedy in the backfield now as the fullback, as the running back rather, for UD. Eddie gets the call. Up the middle he goes with it. Scrambles ahead, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. As he was stopped with little gain that time. It'll be 2nd and 9, maybe a half a yard. Tweedy in there, running behind that Zach Speltz. Eddie leaves the ball game now. And Savage back in there for UDA. Again, playing right out here in front of us. Second and 10. Here's Savage with it. Jim trying to get something going here on the right side, but he has thrown for a loss. Thrown for a loss, and he'll have to absorb that. Loss that time, loss of 5. Now the next play you'll probably gain 45. We'll see. 4-yard line now. Third and about 14 or so. Faust wants to throw. Dumps one down the far side. Man is over that way, but it's going to be incomplete. Intended out there for Hassinger, but goes as an incompletion. That'll bring up a 4th down play. So the Millersburg Indians have held the Trojans here for 3 downs, and UD will be forced to punt the ball away, one would think. Foul called by UDA now as they look at a 4th down play, and they're going to call time. And remaining in the ball game, UDA still with that 14-point lead, 37-23. Looking at a 4th down play now, and Henninger will go back to punt. Lucas went off limping here of the last play, so Henninger with a good, strong kick, and it's going to be dropped out here by Ford. He'll pick it up back here at about the 5, and then they're going to go around the other side with it, and he's going to be tackled with another fine tackle made out there by Kyle Grafe. Boy, I'll tell you, Grafe is so wired tonight, it isn't even funny. He is really playing some ball game. Makes a good low tackle on Chuck Ford, and it'll be put in play now at the 11-yard line or so. At the 10, 11, we'll call it the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, Millersburg. 5:12 left here in the ball game. UD playing a good ball game now, really tightening up the defense. And let's see what happens here on 1st and 10. Back to pass he goes. No, getting a lot of pressure in there, and a good hit put on there now that time by number 68. And that might be that, is that Challenger? Yeah, I think Challenger is 68. Man, he got held up back there, did their running back, and Challenger come in there along with 32 Barter making the stop. Had a couple of other friends in there with him too, but man, good play. 54 over there, Kinch for UD. Loss of 5, 2nd and 15. Quarterback to throw. Fires one over the middle. It is complete this time to Mosser. Mosser stopped out there pretty much right away by Kevin Motter, who immediately checks out of the ball game. I think Motter got a shaken up maybe on that shoulder. Right shoulder. Got to look for Kevin as Mike Wirtz goes over there to attend to him. Nice gain on the play of about 10, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. On a 3rd down and 5. 3:55 left here in the ball game, and a pass overthrown. Number 10 was the intended receiver, and that Chris Smith, who already has an interception tonight, was out there defending on that play. 4th down rather than 5 coming up now for Millersburg, and they'll have to punt it out of there, one would think. Okay, the punter will be stepping up to about the 5-yard line when he gets this one off. And here it comes. Nice spiraling punt. Got to be taken back here by Savage at the 43-yard line. Jim to the 40, to the midfield stripe, and then he dives ahead for a yard. Back to the 45-yard line, and we got another flag on the play, and we could have hold against Upper Dauphin. A blocking the back, or whatever they call it. And that's going to set them back about 15 from that spot. But the Trojans, with 3:40 remaining in the ball game, will have control of the football wherever they put it. And we'll see if the offense can generate a little more spark here and put some more points on the board just for the heck of it. Leading by 14 from their own 41-yard line. Here comes the Savage again. Savage turning around the right side, breaks one tackle. He gets out here to the 47-yard line. The clock continues to run, 52 making the stop. A gain of 7 on the play. 7. Second and, well, gain of 6. All right, 2nd and 4 then for UD. The Bammer Bats checks into that offensive lineup for UDA now. And the Bammer will line up as the fullback on this play. Bats in the fullback position. On a 2nd down and just about 4. Quarterback hands it off to Savage. Savage around the left side. Savage with some good running room all the way down into Indian territory, down around the 45 or something like that. We'll see where they spot it. Another fine run by that Jimbo Savage as Tweedy back into the ball game now for UDA. Big gain on the play for a 1st down. Ball spot at the 39-yard line of Millersburg, where UD will put it in play. It is Bats as the fullback, Eddie and the running back spot now for UDA. Eddie gets the call, tries the right side over here. He's not going to get much out of that one as he is swarmed under. Got back to the line of scrimmage maybe, and that's about all. It'll be 2nd down. We got 1, 2nd down 9. For a minute 43 and the clock moving, we'll be able to pick up our first Twin Valley Conference League of the new season and go 2-0. Millersburg, on the other hand, dropping their first Twin Valley Conference ball game, and plus their other loss, will go 0-2. Coach Carson coming out to talk to the boys now. He's telling everybody to be calm. Look at it, you can tell it. And a boy coach just telling them, be calm, stay calm. All right. No stupidness. All right. Here we go now. Trojans looking at a 2nd and 9. Ball is on the 39-yard line of Millersburg. This is Bats. Kenny off the left side. Bats all the way down. A flag is thrown. Oh, Kenny has a marker thrown as he takes it to the 5-yard line. But there is a hold or something going on up here, which is going to irritate the heck out of the Bammer. Aw. Tough play back here. They called illegal block or something back here. Clip maybe. Nope, a hold on UDA. Well, Bammer, I know how you feel, buddy. But they're bringing this one back. Yep. So you'll get another chance, I'm sure. All right. With a minute 26 remaining in the ball game, and the Trojans looking at a 2nd down and about 4. Put the ball back in play now on a 2nd down and 4. Bats remains in the backfield along with Eddie. Kenny again with it. This time he's going to get enough for half of what they need for the 1st down. Picked up maybe 2. Tore the helmet right off the Bammer. And timeout called by Millersburg. Yeah, I know. That's the way I feel, too, if I were from Millersburg. Oh, just kidding. Okay, here we go. 3rd down and about 3. Pitch over here for Eddie. Twee going to try the left side. He's got some running room. Twee breaks it loose down the left side over there, and he'll get down inside the 10-yard line. A fine run that time by that Twee Eddie, taking the ball all the way down near the 10-yard line. And it will be 1st and goal for UD. For the Trojans at the 7-yard line, or 6 or 7-yard line, something like that. This time it is Zach the Ripper in there at fullback. Handoff goes to Eddie, and Eddie will drive it down to about the 3 with 34 seconds left. They'll have a chance for one more play. No, they're going to let it go. They're going to let it go. They're going to let it wind down here now. So got to give Coach Carson a lot of credit for that. They did not run it up any further. They've got enough to win. It is the end of the ball game right now. Final score is up and off at 37 and Millersburg 23. So we congratulate the Trojans on coming out on top here for the second time in as many tries. Can't top that. And we'll move on to a ball game next week. I'm not exactly sure where that is or when, but we'll find out, and we'll be back then. So congratulations to Coach Carson and all the coaching staff here at UDA for another fine effort here tonight. Although the Millersburg Indians certainly had no lack of scoring punch either tonight, just came up a little bit short. So the Trojans with some good offense tonight, finally overcoming these Indians by a 14-point margin. So we'll see you at the next ball game. Congratulations all the way around, and good night from Millersburg. Good ball game.